This is part 4 of our 7-part series, What Women Really Need to Know About Social Security. Welcome back. I'm your host, Burt Williamson, the retirement strategist at Plan Prep. Before we go any further, please pause the video for a moment and read this important disclosure. Great, so let's move on. What we've covered so far is the foundation that's important for everybody in terms of making a decision about Social Security. We covered some really important history that most people don't know. We talked about whether Social Security could go away. The short answer is it won't, but it will have to change a lot. We're going to talk today about your filing status, and this applies mostly to women, especially women who have been married at some point in your life. Then we'll talk about some traps to avoid that could cost you a lot of money, some strategies that could make you a lot of money, and a valuable gift that could put some money back in your pocket. So you're going to want to stick around for these. Now, why is Social Security planning more important for women? Marriage, career gaps, to have children, becoming divorced or widowed, getting remarried, and probably living several years longer than your husbands, and being more conservative in many ways makes this much more important for women to understand. So let's take a look at some numbers that aren't widely known, such as 49% of widows are over the age of 80, 62% of all Social Security beneficiaries over the age of 85 are women, and 95% of Social Security widow beneficiaries are women. So this makes it very clear that women need to plan for being around a very long time. Now, we talked about the fact that there are a lot of laws. We went through some of the essential factors in the foundation video, and today we're going to talk about the possible strategies that affect women. Now, these are a couple of strategies that no longer exist, so we're not going to discuss those. Fortunately, the spousal benefit is still available. If you've been married for a year or longer, you can collect up to 50% of your spouse's full retirement age benefit. Only if your own benefit is less. Even if your benefit is zero, you can still get 50% of your spouse's full retirement age benefit. But they have to have filed before you can receive anything. There could be a reduction in the benefits. So if you're at full retirement age, there's no reduction. But if you start at age 62, you get half of whatever they're receiving. But if they wait to age 70, you do not get half of their benefit. You only get half of the full retirement age benefit, plus whatever the cost of living adjustments might be. If you're divorced, well, you have to have been married for at least 10 years to benefit. You can't be married now. You have to be 62 or older. You have to have been divorced for at least 2 years if your ex has not filed yet for Social Security. Otherwise, just wait 2 years and you can do it without having to know. And make sure you save the paperwork if you're going to receive this benefit. You'll need a marriage certificate and the divorce decree at the bare minimum. So let me ask you this, what's easier? Doubling your income or losing a third to a half? That's exactly what happens when a spouse passes away. You lose the lower Social Security income, but may be taxed now in a higher bracket. The good news is, as long as you've been married for 9 months or longer, you can receive a widow benefit from Social Security. You can remarry after the age of 60. Unlike the divorce benefit, you can be 60 or older instead of 62, or age 50 if you're disabled. You can switch to your own benefit later if it's higher, and this is the only switch strategy left for Social Security. Here's another one of those screwy formulas they use for determining months early and how it affects marital benefits. Now, a surviving divorced spouse can also get a benefit. Many of the same rules apply as for a divorced or widowed spouse. There is a disability exception, but there is no switch option in this case. So those are the big choices for women. Looking back now, we've covered the foundation, we looked at some important history, we talked about could Social Security go away, some options to fix it. Today we talked about the options you have based on your filing status. Then we'll look at some traps to avoid, some strategies that could make you a lot of money, and a valuable gift that could put more money back in your pocket. So please stick around. Thank you for watching. I'm Burt Williamson with Plan Prep. Make it a great day.